There's mostly ice now. I've been counting it. It separates and becomes pieces of water, becomes coins. I count them because they are my days. I heard the song you sent me. 3 long, rest, then 4 short, then 3 long again. Is this what you said? Beauty makes the ice part?
The surface here is starting to split. As far as I can tell, the cause is only warmth and light. When I look at the surface of the water, I can see my face, or I can see through the water to the things underneath. It feels like a choice, to see myself or to see past. Some days I see such small distances.
I think there are many layers of water. I've known this, but before I thought they only existed horizontally. There are vertical layers too, and layers of water above water. Drop layers for yellow, for blue. They must know which color they carry.
I remember standing in the ocean, the water to just below my eyes. Everything does break into layers. Pale pink, palest blue, getting darker as it reaches the horizon. The only distance between the sky and the sea is a shade of blue. The city is different. The sky bites into the architecture bites into the sky.
I'm still in mostly the same location. I was going to leave, but some puffin birds have come, and so the sea and the rocks have changed almost as much as a whole season. I have new things to see about it. Sometimes I wonder where my thoughts would go if I didn't have you. There are score lines of light from the sea climbing up an icy ledge.
The sea here has cataracts. I think for the sea this is a relief. Sometimes don't you feel like you would rather see the world through a piece of lace or a crack in the floor? I feel wilder than the place I'm in. It moves with a goal of stillness. It already knows its name and its purpose.
Last time I saw you, one of your eyes was covered over. I feel sad now when I think of it. Do you remember the photographs we took in Chicago? In my white coat, I look hardly there. Do you think if it was always dark, and we could only see one another if we developed a phosphorescence, do you think anyone would glow, or just the people with the most light inside? Do you think you would see me?
Yes. I met a man once who told me about a time when the only way he could communicate with his wife was through letters. He said her handwriting is more alive in his memory than her face. Nothing was more valuable than her marks on a page, diamonds. He said, after some quiet, some things are only true once. When I hear the rumble of the subway, I think that just below the surface there are currents moving in every possible direction. When the wind of it, approaching, pushes too hard at my chest, I think about the things inside of you I hope the world will not shake.
Do you think you can visit me here? I feel like each thing I see disappears because I have no one to show it to. I have no address, but the town is called Cardaniel, and the house is a little past the telephone booth. Just down the road, a pale blue house with fine scars on the face of
My
it.
mom always worried that she would give us cheeks that were too full. I never worry about this. There's so much to see, and sometimes I sit in the playground across from my apartment, and I think when I sit there I can see my life. Many horses are drawn on the wall. There are books in careful stacks. I can see one by Lorca, the one that's resting on a tiny chair. With cheeks that are full, there was always room to carry an angel.
He didn't say. Today I walked out as far as I could on the rocks. There were tide pools in the larger crevices. I thought if I went far enough out I could see something wild and shy that keeps its distance from the shore. I sat there for a while, but the water was dark, and whatever pulled at its surface must have been far below. When I got back to the sand, a woman asked if I was from the area. I told her no. She said that I should be careful on the rocks. A wave could come, and the sea would take me away with
It's
it.
been a while since you've written. Have you ever wondered how long you can sustain a conversation with yourself? When I've been by myself for a long time, I pretend that I'm being interviewed on the radio. I ask the questions and also answer them, except I'm not the me I am now. I'm someone who's done many great things.
Do you think you could see my hand waving across a whole year of distance? It never made sense, trusting words made out of water. But this morning when I woke, I had the word kiss written on my neck. Some things you don't decide, and if all that was needed was air, then we could just peek our noses through the surface. But the necessity must be the rising, the sound of it moving across a page.
I took the bus to New Jersey, beginning with a passage through the Lincoln Tunnel. The bus was moving in such small distances, a postage stamp between each long pause. I thought about all the water around us, the weight of its dark layers. Tom said the brakes of the buses sounded like wails. They did. One seemed to be telling the other in a whole range of moans and cries about this impossible distance. When we finally emerged from the tunnel, I imagined us, a large body of slick weight bursting through the water for the great relief of air and light.